Good afternoon, everybody. Today is the day we begin the journey to discover how Telefonica empowers you with your data. Let's live a digital experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Telefonica's Chairman and CEO, José María Álvarez Payete.
Good afternoon to all of you, and welcome. Welcome to Telefonica's headquarters in Barcelona. What we are going to be presenting to you is the result of many hours of work of a lot of people within Telefonica. And that's why we are really thankful to all of each of you of being here and sharing it with us this afternoon. Tomorrow is the first day of the Mobile World Congress 2017. And you will see technology suppliers, IT companies, video companies, over-the-top companies, and telco companies presenting very attractive technology, very exciting days ahead of us. And we will hear things like fiber to the home, LTE, 5G, G-Fast, voice over Wi-Fi, voice over LTE, cloud of clouds, smart meters, a lot of very exciting technology. But what if there were even something more exciting than that? What if new things were to come? So let's review for a while what has been the evolution over the recent years here at the Mobile World Congress. Initially, it was just about wireline voice, a huge deployment of communications in all geographies. And then suddenly, the wireless technology appeared. And it was even faster, and even broader, and even more exciting. It was the era of this phone, the mobile phones, then the smartphones. And then suddenly, data appeared. And it was the gigabyte. It is the gigabyte revolution. Huge amount of things and people connected to the internet. Huge amount of data being generated. Huge amount of information being generated. And we are in the middle of that gigabyte society. But what if there was even something more attractive, more appealing, even broader going on? And that's what we think at Telefonica. We think that we are entering the era of cognitive intelligence, which is going to be probably simultaneous with the gigabyte society, and even more exciting. And this is uncharted territory. We don't know many things about what's going to happen. We don't know what artificial intelligence, enhanced reality, virtual reality, and so on is going to bring, and what's going to be the result or the impacts of all of that. But we know, and we think at Telefonica, this is the beginning of something big. So, a new way of interacting with the customers, a new way of doing things, a new way of empowering the customers, a new way of acting within a telco. What if we were to apply cognitive intelligence into a telecommunication network? What could be the result? What could be the services? What could be the impact on customers' life? That was the dynamic that we started in Telefonica a few years ago. And that's what we would like to present to you today. So we started to build our own way into this new reality. It is not just the gigabyte society. We need to prepare our companies for the cognitive intelligence times. And this is not something that in a telco company like us happen overnight. It requires a huge amount of commitment, transformation. We need to digitalize the companies. We have not been born digital. We are coming from the analogical world. And for us, becoming digital is not just about creating an app or building a nice online channel. It's digitalizing every single process of the company. It's doing a bold transformation of every single point of a telecommunication network, of a telecommunication company. So we decided that we wanted to build our own path and to transform ourselves rapidly, to be prepared for that opportunity. But that's easy to say, hard to implement. The way we approach normally a telecommunication company is either by geographies, in our case, Brazil, Spain, the UK, Germany, the remainder of Hispanoamerica, or by departments, technology, IT, human resources, and that's fine. We need to work on that direction, but that's not enough if you want to go into that opportunity. And therefore, we decided to add a new dimension to Telefonica, to the way we perceive and work in Telefonica. And what we have done is starting to work like in this new cognitive intelligence era, by platforms. The first platform, our physical assets, the body of the company, a much more powerful body. The second platform, our systems, the nervous system of the body. The third platform, our products and services, the sensorial part of the body. We have invested in these three platforms in the last 5 years, 48 billion euros. And thanks to that, it's a very robust three platforms ecosystem. But that's not enough for what is ahead of us. If we want to really capture the new opportunity, that's not enough. That's good enough for the gigabyte society, not good enough for the cognitive intelligence times. So we have decided to take advantage of the technology. So what if we were to change our mind? What if we were to think about a telecommunication company adding a brain to our body, a brain to our nervous systems, a brain to our sensorial systems, a brain that is able to listen, to watch, to talk, to remember, to act? What if we were to empower the telecommunication network, the three platforms, with a brain? What could happen? Well, this is changing the way we interact with our customers. This is building a new way of empowering our customers, of feeling that the network belongs to them, that it is their network. So we have added the fourth platform, and that's what we are going to be presenting to you. The fourth platform is the brain of the other three platforms. During the next few minutes, we will try to show you what that really means in terms of doing things, in terms of empowering our customers. A cognitive power on top of that powerful body, powerful nervous system, powerful sensorial system, a powerful brain is something that is uncharted territory. So we started that journey 5 years ago with the creation of Telefonica Digital and Telefonica Global Resources. And we started to develop this idea and that concept of the fourth platform 2 years ago. So time has come to show it. I am a marathon runner. I've been running 40 marathons. And normally they tell you that you need to be crazy to cross the finish line. You need to be crazy to take the first step to prepare for the marathon. Allow me to introduce to you Chema Alonso, our Chief Data Officer.
Thank you. Well, hello hackers, and journalists and friends. Thank you for being here today. I know that probably this week you will have a tight schedule with a lot of meetings, pre-releases, and announcements. But today, here in Telefonica, we just try to show you what's the work we've been doing the last 5 years as part of our digital transformation. And as I'm the technical guy, let me explain this using HoloLens and enhanced reality, because I'm sure that in the future, people will start using this kind of interfaces to connect to the network, because trust me, it's really great. So let's start. Using internet services through our internet connections is part of our life. Those networks we use are helping us to interact with others, to work, to play, to enjoy our life in the digital spaces. We love the services we use on the internet. And the more they know about us, the more we fall in love to them because they adapt to us. I really feel like they are mine because they look different when it's me and when it's you. They know a lot of things about us because we tell things with them about us. We share information with them. What do I like? What do I dislike? When do I do something? Or where do I do it from? All that information that they collect from us is fragmented and spread out across the whole internet. But if we were capable to put all that information in one single place, probably we'll have a clear representation about what we are. But the truth is that my info is mixed with huge amount of data coming from other users and distributed among many different silos. It's a pity because each piece only works on one specific service. I don't have a real control of that information, and we can readily benefit from the info that we share with one service in another service. In Telefonica, we have a lot of services our customers love, and we wanted to give them a new power to control all that information within Telefonica, a way that will help them to take the most out of the network power, to take better decisions in the Telefonica services, and to take advantage of all the info that we already have to enjoy their life in the digital world more. So in order to do that, we started to look at ourselves as a platforms company. The first platform is the physical one. This is the platform that makes us relevant in all the countries in which we invest and operate. We deploy fiber, satellites, Wi-Fi router, and deploy mobile antennas. But we also open shops, call centers, and hire technicians to assist our customers. This is the most expensive platform in Telefonica, and we do need to keep investing every year in order to give the best possible connection to our customers. They need us to interconnect their mobiles, their cars, their houses, their businesses. We are a key piece in the development of the societies of the countries in which we invest and operate. This is the most relevant, and everything else is built on top of this platform. The second platform in Telefonica is about IT, servers and services that are needed to operate the network. It's complex to interconnect all physical assets so they can work together very well. Our IT controls the use of the network and interconnects everyone to the right position, to the right connection, at the same time that it makes possible to have the right accounting. The third platform is composed by the digital services, security, IoT, cloud solutions, video. All of them are key assets in our bundle today with customers all over the world. And most of them are over-the-top services. No matter in which network people are on, they can still use it. All these platforms work together very well, and all of them have user information. They work together perfectly to deliver great products and services, but we wanted to go further, so we created the fourth platform. In the fourth platform, we transform information coming from Telefonica services into knowledge that customers can see, control, and use to enrich their life. We created a platform that orchestrates the others. We see the fourth platform as a big brain on top of the other three platforms, a digital brain which is different for every one of us. Customers just need to talk to the fourth platform and get access to the power of the network, control all the Telefonica services, and get access to the knowledge. The fourth platform is a cognitive intelligence platform. In order to achieve this and to put all the power of the network in the customer hands, the first thing that we have done is to create the personal data spaces that belongs to our customers. In the personal data spaces, we collect all information coming from Telefonica services to personalize the services for our customers. All is about empower of our customers to get the most out of Telefonica. In my case, in the fourth platform, is all the information related to my services. The fourth platform looks for the best data plan for me, depending on the way I consume data. It knows, for example, what movies I like and those I don't, or what devices I use to connect to the internet when I'm at home and when I'm away. It makes much easier to control all my services. And also, it could be proactive, alerting me of something unusual on them. In summary, in the fourth platform, we created the personal data space that represents you on Telefonica, and a cognitive intelligence that listens to our customers, learns from them, and allows them to do action in the first, second, and third platform, just talking to the network. And all this is represented by Aura. Aura is the heart of the fourth platform. Aura gives to you three different powers. Aura allows you to control all Telefonica services just talking. Aura is offering you full transparency about your life in Telefonica, and Aura is helping you to take the most and discover new capabilities with your personal data space. Aura is not an assistant. Aura is the cognitive intelligence inside Telefonica that every user can manage. Talk to Aura and get things done. You can be talking to Aura through an app in your smartphone, through HoloLens, through Skype, or any other channel. People want to talk to technology and get things done in real time. Aura makes this possible for Telefonica customers. Aura, hello?
Hello, Chema. How can I help you?
Could you show devices connected to my home router?
Those are the devices connected at home router.
Could you block Wi-Fi for the iPad?
Please confirm that you want to block Wi-Fi access for iPad device.
Yes, please.
For how long the device should be blocked?
1 hour.
Okay, that's done. Device blocked for an hour.
Goodbye, Aura.
Bye-bye, Chema.
Well, probably this is going to be the future, but today people don't have HoloLens at home, but they have other devices like smartphones or Alexa Echo. So let's do some live demos talking to Aura through other devices. First of all, let's recover Aura, our cognitive intelligence inside Telefonica, before we start with the demo. As I said before, Aura gives to you 3 powers. The first power is about controlling your Telefonica services just talking. It allows you to do things in Telefonica just talking to the cognitive intelligence. The second power is about transparency. Aura offers to you full transparency about your life in Telefonica, and not in a normal way. It is very clear about the things that you are doing in Telefonica. You have full information about your life in Telefonica. And the third one is about enrich your life. Aura is helping you to discover new possibilities of using your personal data spaces to enrich your life. So let's discover the capabilities that we implemented in Aura through different demos. So let's start talking to Aura. Hey, buddy, how are you doing?
Hi, Chema. What can I do for you?
Let's talk
Are you
about
talking to me? I did not understand.
It's a live demo, don't worry. Let's talk about my services.
Here is everything in your bundle.
Well, this is quite important. Right now, we've been talking to Aura using natural language. So this is one of the most important characteristics. We created a natural language processing module to understand you in a normal way. The second idea is that we created a semantic mapping module, so you can use the natural interface that you prefer. In this example, we are using voice through an app. We can be using Amazon Echo, but we also can use point and click. In this example, there are too many options, and probably for me, it's more natural just point and click to explore the things that I have in Telefonica. And this is a quite interesting example because I'm exploring my TV package, and here I have more than 200 different TV channels. And this is a problem, because when I'm trying to look for a specific TV program, I have a problem. More than 45% of the calls that we receive in our call center are related to what are my services, bill clarification, and in what channel is going to be aired the new Game of Thrones episode. That's true, because it's complex to explore the channel. So here, the natural interaction is not point and click. Probably the natural interaction is, can I watch Barcelona football match?
Do you mean this match?
Well, as you probably know, right now is on air this football match. Aura is analyzing if I have the package, the right package to watch the program, but it also is analyzing my context. I'm asking right now, I'm asking about the closest match. I'm not talking about the next week match. Aura is crossing all that information and is asking me if this is the match. Yes, of course. And here we got another quite interesting feature. We want to control all the platforms. People want to talk the technology and get things done in real time. And just talking to Aura, it can say, OK, I cannot watch the football match right now because I'm here with you, but I can record it for later. And just clicking on this means that this night, when I'm going to be at home, in my TV service, I'm going to have this match recorded just to watch it. But we can do a lot of things with Aura. For instance, Aura is a cognitive intelligence platform, and we put a lot of learning technologies. Aura learns and generate knowledge and reason. So I can ask about recommendation. For instance, can you recommend me something to watch tonight?
If you enjoy kids and family films, you will definitively enjoy watching this movie.
Well, this is very easy for Aura because I have 2 doctors, and I've seen this movie more than 90 times, so it's quite simple for Aura to know that I like it. But I'm not willing to watch it again. It's true I'm involved with Anna, but I'm not willing to watch it again. But I can explore more suggestions. For instance, it is offering me the Big Bang Theory Season 10, which is probably because I look like Sheldon, and I've subscribed to this channel, so I can record it. Or Silicon Valley Season 3. I don't have a subscription for this package, but I can buy the subscription right here. Or superhero movie. Well, I'm not sure if I already watched this movie. It's not in my package, but I can buy the movie. But I can ask to watch the trailer. So just clicking on it, I can watch the trailer. OK. Deadpool. I don't remember if I watched it.
I love you, Wade Wilson. We can fight this.
You're right.
Well,
Cancer's only my liver, lungs.
at this time, I receive an alert. This is because Aura is also proactive. Someone has tried to connect to my router, and when I set up my router at first time, I created a white list. At this point, Aura is alerting me that someone has tried to connect to my Wi-Fi router. It's that router. We put a fiber to the stage, which is a new service in Telefonica. A fiber to the stage, and we put a router. This router is quite special because we created these routers years again with these capabilities, thinking about the future, thinking about one day like today. And right now, I can block the device, and I can explore just connecting from the cloud, from the cognitive intelligence platform to the router directly. I can look for the devices connected to my router. It takes a while because it's connecting to that router and looking for the information. And the most important is that I can not only get information from the router, I can do actions in the router. So I'm going to create for you, because probably most of you are in roaming, a guest Wi-Fi, so you can connect to the internet through that Wi-Fi router. So I can ask this to Aura. Can you create a guest Wi-Fi? Oh. Sorry, it's a live demo. Can you create a guest Wi-Fi in the auditorium router? More or less.
Are
My
you
English
sure
is
you
not
want
perfect,
to enable
but
the guest
it
Wi-Fi
understands.
in router auditorium?
Yes, created. Now the LEDs will start to blink because Aura is configuring the guest Wi-Fi, and you have this guest Wi-Fi, which wasn't before. If you want to connect to the internet, you can connect. The password is ALF1975. So you can connect to the internet. Only 50 people. It's only for 50 people because this is a home router. For me, it's my personal router. And talking to Aura, you can do a lot of things in Telefonica. You can control all your Telefonica services. But if you have a problem, talk to Aura and ask for support. I have a problem with my internet connection.
Please provide a brief description of your problem so I can report it.
There are too
Are you
many.
talking to me?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I did not understand.
It's a live demo. It's not fake. I have a problem with my internet connection.
Please describe briefly
Sorry.
the problem that you are having so I can report it.
There are too many journalists connected to my Wi-Fi router, which is a big problem.
Please confirm that you want
Yes.
to submit this problem.
Well, I submitted the problem to the support center, and a technician is going to respond to this issue. Well, all this is about talking to technology and get things done in real time. And right now, I did it with an app in our smartphone, which is going to be deployed in all Telefonica countries. So right now, I can do exactly the same with Alexa. Alexa, open Aura.
Hi, Kima.
How much data do I left in my mobile?
You are running out of data for this month. You have less than 80 megabytes left. I can top it up for you. How about 500 megabytes?
That'd be great.
Your new data allowance is 500 megabytes.
Well, it's good working for Telefonica. It's free for me. Well, this is the first power that we added to Aura. The power of controlling all your Telefonica services just talking to the network. That's the first power. The second power that we put in Aura is the power of giving to you transparency about all the things that you do in Telefonica, transparency about your life in Telefonica. And we created something that we call My Timeline. So I can access to my timeline, open my timeline. In my timeline, we are collecting all the things that happens with your service day by day, and you can get access to it. You can see when something happened with your Wi-Fi router, which happened right now twice, the issue that I created, the programs that I watch in TV, the calls, the data usage, etc. And you can go to the beginning and explore what are the services that you have in your package, what data is generated, etc. All this is so clear that you only need to click in your timeline and access to that information. It's your information, belongs to you. If you want to remove it, you can do it. If you want to export that data, you can do it. And if you want to take advantage of that data, you can do it. So in order to create these powers in Telefonica, we needed to work with the best partners. So at the beginning, we thought that it was impossible to create this cognitive intelligence. So we were looking for the best technology, and who was the best partner with artificial intelligence technologies. We started to work with Microsoft. At the beginning, we needed to work with beta version. They weren't final version yet, but we've been working side by side with the Microsoft engineers in order to develop some of these use cases. And here today is Peggy Johnson, which is Vice President of Business Development. So Peggy, if you are so nice to get on a stage.
Thank you, Chema. Thank you very much. My hair is different, Jose Maria, because I'm getting ready to run Chicago Marathon. So I'll cut it off short. It's much easier to manage. Well, I'm thrilled to be here with all of you today. And I thought I would start by taking you on Microsoft's journey toward artificial intelligence. And it actually began 25 years ago with this guy, a very, very young Bill Gates. And he actually had the vision back then to create a group on our campus of scientists. So these weren't product people, they were really pure research scientists. And he put that together, and he wanted to look at some over-the-horizon technologies. And he had this vision, even back then, that computers should see us and hear us and talk to us and understand us. Now, this was 1991. We were on Windows 3.0. We've launched Windows 10 now. This is many, many years ago. We also had just launched Solitaire, which I'm sure many of you have used in the room. It's still the best way to kill 5 minutes in between meetings. But that was the time when Bill had this vision. And then a few decades later, we started to get some of the ingredients to really, really realize this vision. Just over the last few years, those have come together in a true inflection point in the industry. We have big data now. We have ubiquitous cloud computing, and we have very, very powerful algorithms. And if you bring all of those things together, you have the ability to reason across these massive amounts of data and draw insights, useful insights back. And so at Microsoft, seeing that inflection point, we decided to accelerate our own investments in artificial intelligence. And we've done that in 3 ways. First, we took that group that Bill started, Microsoft Research, and we married it with our Cortana personal agent assets, as well as our Bing search assets, into one big organization, 5,000 people strong organization. And they are focused on realizing the potential of AI. The second thing we did is we took our Azure infrastructure and we invested in FPGA chips, field programmable gate arrays. And what those do, we put those in each and every server that goes out the door now, because they take and they accelerate orders of magnitude faster than standard chips. We're the first cloud computing company to do that. So we really have the processing power to work on AI now. And then third, we're making investments. We just a few weeks ago closed on a company named Maluba. It's up in Montreal, which is sort of a center of AI. They do deep learning, and we also started a collaboration with a man named Yoshua Bengio. And if you know that name, he is one of the premier executives in this area, just super knowledgeable about that. But really, these investments have started to produce some very interesting breakthroughs. Just at the end of last year, we were able to take our computing AI and show that it could recognize speech as good as a human. We can recognize it now with an under 6% data error rate, which is what all of us do just as humans. Our image recognition now has under 3.5% error rate. And a single node of that Azure silicon I was just talking about can translate Tolstoy's War and Peace from Russian to English in 2.5 seconds. So powerful stuff. But actually, computing power is just part of the equation here. Really, the true potential of AI is to make AI accessible to everyone. It's not just about forcing humans to understand these very complex computers, but telling the computers, understand us. We call this conversation as a platform. And what that does for us is it's one of our pillars of AI. We want to have this natural language interaction, just as Chema showed here, with our computers. And we think this is a paradigm shift on par with the mouse and the touch screen and the web browser. This is going to be a very, very big new wave in the industry. And core to this is some of the technology that Chema showed here today with Aurora. It has the capability to interact with us and really, truly understand us. So to support this, we've launched the Microsoft Bot Framework. And it allows partners like Telefonica to take the software and build their own bots for their customers in whatever unique ways they would like to build. It's a suite of tools that takes our cognitive services and our intelligence services and blends them all together. We've got speech and image recognition APIs, we've got language understanding modules, and also dialogue authoring tools. Very powerful stuff. Experiences like Aura represent this new era of what we like to call human-centric computing. So now a search box can simply come alive with interactivity. And while for sure we're still just scratching the surface of the potential of AI, we're in it for the long haul for sure. We're excited to be working with Telefonica and to be working with Aura and teaching Aura new skills and to bring all of you new customer-enhanced experiences. So thank you very much.
Well, we've been talking about the first power of controlling all Telefonica services just talking. We've been talking about the second power, which is transparency in a clear way. I'd like to talk about the third power, which is the power of enrich your life with new services. Here, it's on screen, we added something that we call the Discover. In the Discover area, you have all those services that can enrich your life. We created the Ford platform as an open ecosystem in which partners can offer to you things to enrich your life. And you are the one that decide if you want to enrich your life with that service or not. It means that, for instance, you can select if you want to join to a Pro-Futuro use case to enrich your life with an educational use case, or you want to join to other partners. So one of the use cases that we've been working with is with UNICEF. UNICEF has a service that tries to detect where is going to be the next city when an epidemic happens. When something bad happens, where is going to be spread out quickly in a situation. And they created an algorithm. They need 50,000 users' data to run the algorithms. And you got the opportunity to enrich your life as a society, helping UNICEF with this initiative. And here in the Discover area, you got all the information. What is the data that is involved in this use case, which is the calls and location, and what is the data that is shared with UNICEF, which is completely different. And the data that you are sharing with UNICEF, if you want to sign up for this service, is anonymized location and call data. So if I want to enrich my life helping UNICEF with this service, I can join to it. It's my personal data space. I decide. If I don't want, I don't need to do anything. If I join to this case, it will appear in my timeline. And right now, Christopher Fabian, which was working with us, couldn't make it to stay today with us, but we have a video in which he is going to explain what is exactly the use case.
Hi, my name is Chris Fabian, and I lead UNICEF Ventures in the Office of Innovation in New York. I'm sorry I can't be with you today, but I'm very excited that we're joining Telefonica on the fourth platform in an exciting new initiative to use data to solve some of the world's most pressing challenges. At UNICEF, we know that enormous challenges, the fact that 50 million children are on the move now because of war and violence, that we've really destroyed the climate on our planet, that we have more children who are learning skills that aren't useful to them to prepare them for the job market ahead. These big issues aren't issues we can solve alone. We know that we need to work with partners like Telefonica and others to understand the situation in the world more quickly and to be able to put solutions forward in faster time. And this is particularly apparent in problems like epidemics and disease outbreaks. We saw in the Ebola outbreak how important it was to have information about where people were moving. This was not only important to us as UNICEF to provide information on where to put health supplies or where to put messaging, but also to understand the impact of a disease that was moving more quickly than we could have imagined. We've seen that the speed of human movement isn't measurable with traditional forms of surveys and informatics, but that we need something more powerful, something like the opportunity the fourth platform provides, to allow us to have analytics that let us work in real time. During the outbreak of Zika, we were able to see by people's mobility patterns, by how groups of people were moving, where the disease was and where it was going to spread. Having this type of sentience in real time allows UNICEF to be more effective, to work with partners like Google, Amadeus, IBM, Telefonica, and others to construct real solutions and global public goods that can allow us to address the world's most pressing challenges facing children. We're very excited to be part of this collaboration, and we look forward to extending our platforms, our ability to work with data and real-time information, and also our ability to bring in new partners, including people most affected by some of the world's worst disasters, to allow them to also be solutions to the problems around them. Thank you so much for being here tonight, and I wish I could join you, and we look forward to working with all of you together in the future.
Well, this is one of the use cases in which we've been working. If you decide to join to this use case, it will appear in your timeline. But we also add something that we call My Choices, in which you can see all the use cases that you decide to join. So if you want to unjoin, if you want to sign out of this case, you always can do it. So it's in your hand. It's your personal data space, and you decide what to do with it. And as an open ecosystem, we've been working with different partners, and one of the partners that we've been working is with Facebook, because they got a very nice service, which is Safety Check, and we saw that we together could do something better. So today is with us people from Facebook, but before that we are going to watch a video of Sheryl Sandberg, which is going to explain what is the partnership that we did in the fourth platform. So if you can play the video.
Facebook is about bringing people together and building community. Communities give us security, support, and the feeling of being part of something bigger than ourselves. And if something goes wrong, being connected to your community matters more than ever. In 2014, we launched Safety Check, an easy way to let your friends and family know you're safe in a crisis. More than 1.5 billion people have used it to check if their friends are okay during emergencies, like the Nepal earthquake and the Berlin Christmas market attack. We're always looking for better ways to keep people safe, which is why we're joining forces with Telefonica on a new opt-in program. If Safety Check is activated, Telefonica will let us know if any of their users are in the area outside to help us find the people who might need to use Safety Check. Your community on Facebook doesn't just support you online, they can also keep you safe in the real world. We're grateful to our partners at Telefonica for making it easier to help people when they need it most.
Well, and this is an integration that we did with Facebook, so let's do a demo. But before that, I would like to invite to the stage to Javier Olivan, which is Vice President of Growth on Facebook.
Thank
Javier.
you, Chema. Hey, everyone. Really excited to be with all of you here today in Barcelona. Telefonica is a valued partner to Facebook, and we're excited to always be looking for ways to make our technology better. Personally, I'm really excited to see a partner from my home country, Spain, leading the space of innovation in this area. At Facebook, I lead the growth team. Our responsibility is to make sure that Facebook products can be accessed by anyone in the world, no matter what language they speak, what device they have, what network conditions they have. And in order to do so, we build products like Facebook for Every Phone or Facebook Lite. And we also do programs with our partners, the operators that we roll out globally, like Free Basics. But in the last 10 years working at Facebook, one of my favorite products has been Safety Check. And I'm going to tell you guys a little story of how this started. In the very early days, we spent a lot of time making sure Facebook worked in every country. Japan always was one of the hardest countries to localize. And right after we hired our first person in the ground, we sent 5 of our best engineers to help with the localization efforts. And literally, 10 days later, one of the biggest disasters I've ever witnessed happened, massive earthquake, tsunami. So we have these 20-something-year-olds lost in translation in Tokyo, and we were worried for them. So we decided to evacuate them and put them in the south of Japan, in Fukuoka. So they spent the next weeks in a hotel telling their friends, hey, everything is fine, we're safe, seeing how people were using the platform to communicate with each other, find help, understand what was going on. And that was the basis for Safety Check. Now, over the last 5 years, we've been improving the product every time we've been able to. And in the last 2 years alone, we've deployed it over 500 times in all sorts of natural disasters, terrorist attacks. But I'm really excited that thanks to Telefonica's leadership, we can make this product better. Hundreds of millions of users use Facebook through mobile browsers. And as you guys can imagine, in a disaster event, it's really important that we understand if a given person is in the area affected. So today we're going to make a demo. Chema loves live demos. Nothing could possibly go wrong when you try to emulate a disaster, but let's try to do that.
Okay, take care with the wire. Well, let's do a quite simple demo. The idea is that, let's suppose that I'm a Telefonica user, part of the 4 platform, and I want to be advised at some point if something happened in the place in which I am, to be advised by the safety check in order to help my friends in Facebook to know that I'm okay. So if at that time I'm not using Facebook, but I have my mobile in my pocket, I could be advised by the 4 platform. Aura could send me an advice about that. But before that, we need to agree to be part of this use case. So we are going to do a double opt-in. We are going to say, yes, I want to be part of this use case in the 4 platform. Then I'm going to say, yes, I want to be using Safety Check in Facebook. And then one anonymous token is going to be generated to not share any personal data. But when something happens in a place like Barcelona, we are going to say these tokens are in Barcelona. And if they are part of the Facebook Safety Check, they are going to be advised to try to let know their relatives they are okay. So this is the Safety Check in the 4 platform, and all the data that is involved in the service's location, but we are not going to share any personal information at all. We are going to share a token saying, okay, this token is in Barcelona or is in the area in which something happened. So I'm going to sign up to the service. I need to sign up also with Facebook to be using this service. That's all. And at that point, it's in my timeline. So right now, I'm up in the service, and you can spread out the disaster if you want.
So now Chema is opted in the service, and we are constantly monitoring and working with global disaster organizations like NC4 to monitor any area where anything an event is going on. So the most important thing is we need to determine the location and the radius of the impacted area, and then understand who of the Telefonica customers that have opted in the system happens to be in that location. So now I'm going to create a crisis here. Why is it saying continue? Let's see.
Click. That's all. The crisis is launched.
So this is floods in Barcelona.
Yeah, there is a crisis in Barcelona, and it knows that I'm in Barcelona because of the 4 platform, and then I'm going to say to Javier that I'm okay, so you can, this is your profile, this is my profile from your account.
So exactly, I'm logged in on Facebook, we're friends with Chema, and now
I'm okay, so
here we go. In Chema's timeline, I can see that he has marked himself as safe, and that's great news. We could also go into the disaster to learn more about the area. We could see any other impacted friends. You can see where people can ask for help, look for help. And I'm really excited. This is now going to work, and thanks to the industry collaboration and Telefonica's leadership in the space, we can make a much better user experience and so much safer for everyone. So thank you very much, Chema.
Wonderful service.
Thank
you very much. Thank you very much, Javier. Well, there are a lot of demos that we can share with you, but we only have 1 hour, and we got a lot of things to do. So the 3 powers that we created in the 4 platform is a way of controlling the power of controlling your Telefonica services, just talking, very simple. A way of access to the your full life in Telefonica, transparency, and in a very clear way. And the third way, power to enrich your life with the services that you decide that are good for you. We are going to launch this service in the next 12 months in a lot of Telefonica countries. We are going to start working in UK, in Germany, in Spain, in Brazil, which is one of our most important countries. Also in Argentina and Chile. And I don't know if we are going to make it, Jose Maria, but we are going to try to learn a lot, to teach a lot of things to Aura. So please, everything is done.
So I really hope that by now you are as excited as we are with what we have built. It is very important for us. It has taken a huge amount of time, commitment, and resources, and a huge amount of people working for that in Telefonica. Again, this is a brand new way of empowering our customers. This is a brand new way of allowing them to do a lot of things. It is a brand new way of letting them know what's going on really on their digital life. So, I told you at the beginning, this is uncharted territories. We don't know many things about that, but it's also about values. It's also about values. So for us, it's about security, it's about transparency, and it's about empowerment. It's about making sure that we can enrich people's life. This is an open ecosystem. This is a platform of platforms. This is something that we want to be open, and that we are going to be trying to attract more partners. We are really thankful to the partners that has been believing and sharing that with us since the beginning, the ones that have been sharing the stage today, and others that you know. We are really thankful because they were there since the beginning. Since the beginning. Finally, let me share with you something more. When we started this 2 years ago, we didn't know what was going to be ahead of us. When we started this 3 years ago, 5 years ago, and we started to believe in the fourth platform, we didn't know what's going to be the outcome. And it has taken us beyond what we expected. Initially, it was just about putting all the information that the network has together in one single place, protecting it, and giving it back to the customer. But now we have discovered that we can do much more things. That if we put that brain in the hands of our customers, they will be empowered to do much more things. So initially, it was very restricted, but now it's much broader. So I'm really proud. I'm really proud of the work that the team has been doing. I really want to say thank you. Thank you to Chema, thank you to the team. They have committed so many hours, so many effort, so much faith on this that they deserve a lot of credit. We are very enthusiastic in Telefonica about the future ahead of us. So before saying goodbye, let me do one more thing. Aura, goodbye.
Bye-bye, Jose Maria.
Thank you very much.